What is going on, hobby family? It is your boy K-Dub, and this is K-Dub's High Five. 5 rapid fire questions with your favorite hobby faces. And today is finally the day. It's the owner and runner of Midwest Box Break. He's Twitter royalty, the king of sales threads on Twitter, the one, the only, Ben at Midwest Box Break on Twitter. How you doing, brother?
Hey, what's up, Kyle?
I appreciate that. Bring it down, right? Bring it down.
Yeah,
right.
it's very generous and thoughtful, so I appreciate it. Twitter's been good to us, so thank you.
Well, here's how it's going to work, man. I appreciate you doing this. We got 5 hobby-related questions. I'm going to throw them at you one right after another. You ready to take on the high five?
Let's do it.
All right, man. First question, Midwest Box Breaks. How did it come to be?
I came back into cards like 4 years ago, and my friend Madden Crazy Titans fan told me about breaks. I checked them out, was instantly hooked, and I was back and couldn't believe how much everything had changed. And then I'm kind of a community relationship guy, so I wanted to put my own little spin on it. And once I decided I was going to start doing my own breaks, I couldn't get it out of my head until we did it. So here we are. But yeah, I've been back for a while and just doing our thing with it and bringing people in and promoting community and working together and networking and just friends leaning on each other. And it's blown up. It's been about 3.5 years and it's gone crazy.
Absolutely, man. I remember when it first started. And how did you land on Midwest Box Break as the handle, the name?
I wanted something that was broad. I did some research, made sure it wasn't taken, as far as domain names and things like that. Yeah. And it's tough. If anybody's ever searched for a name for something, a business entity, it's tougher than you think. And then it's a point now where it's turned into a nice little brand. And I see some other Midwest this and Midwest that, and there's been a couple mix-ups where there were other people out there, but it is what it is. Maybe one day we'll change it, but that's kind of where we're at.
Yeah, man. Once you get the brand running, man, it's hard to get off. So I think you got it. So, all right. Second question, man. Thinking about your own hobby journey, whether that be kind of personal collecting, starting collecting, or now kind of in the business hobby. Who would you say have been some of your biggest influences?
When I started back in the 80s, it was because my friends and classmates were collecting, and all my friends were into sports and into cards. And then, coming back, it was kind of me bringing it back and having the time to get into cards again. And I'd say influences right now, our Discord and our Twitter communities. And a small part of that is the collecting aspect of it, and more the friendships, the relationships, bouncing ideas off of each other and helping each other out. But yeah, it started a long time ago, mid 80s, and here we are. But I mentioned Bobby, Mad Crazy Titans fan, helping me work my way back into breaks and learning what had changed and stuff. So that's probably the biggest factor. And then again, just that group helping me out. And just because I've got a card related hobby business doesn't mean I know everything. In fact, I know very little, but I know where to find the answers, and those guys are always there for me when I need them. And all the big Twitter hobby accounts are great, and they're always real helpful too. So lean on them every day, pretty much.
Absolutely. That community is so important, man. And you have worked so hard to build a really good one, man. So fun to be a part of it. So, all right, let's talk about your own collecting, man. Is there a card out there that is the card that you want, or is there a card out there that you have that you just know, like, that's my card?
I'm a vintage guy, and I'm a big Yankee fan too. And I've picked up some stuff that as a kid I looked at and, it was unattainable because, if you were 12 or 13 and,
yeah,
real nice Mantle cards. I've got some decent Mantle, Maris, Yogi, things like that. I'd say if there was a card where I said, you know what, I'm cool, I get this card and maybe I'm done, 52 Mantle. I know that's a pretty common answer. I really like the 52, and I think I'll wait until I think I've reached some kind of pinnacle where I can say, hey, this is my accomplishment. It's an easy answer for me, I guess, would be that 52.
Yeah, I guess you got to figure out what that milestone or pinnacle would be, my friend.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, because, it's a card and it's valuable, and then, you get to a point where, okay, what do you do after that? And I've got like a 56. I want to get a 57 again. My 57 was actually stolen
Oh,
way back when, and I mean, not recently.
yeah,
It's been
yeah,
gone for a while. I looked for one at National and didn't see anything that interests me. But um, yeah, I think when I get that, it'll be a victory, but at the same time, it'll be okay. What's next?
yeah,
You know, because I've got. It's pretty easy to get you know, some of the other stuff, football and things like that, and I don't worry about grades too much either.
yeah,
Um, Card grading, so I think even a beat up one I'd be happy with.
for sure. The classic card, man. I mean, can't go wrong. So, hey, you break boxes for a living. So you see the products, you see all the products. I know kind of baseball is your kind of love, but is there a product that you just absolutely love breaking? Let's throw money off the table. If you had to crack one box, what would it be and why?
Well, I think as far as my favorites, I really love like Bowman's Best and Triple Threads and things like that. But if you want to go back, Fantasyland, anything I could possibly
Yeah,
rip, I've always liked 55 Bowman, the color TV cards.
yeah,
It's iconic in that, you know, I don't know that you'll find another card anywhere that has such a cultural, you know, point in history. And I think back to stories like my mom told me when she first got their family got a color TV and things like that. But I've
yeah,
just always liked that card, and it's so unique. And then if you went other sports, 86 Fleer basketball, I mean, that would
yep.
be, you know, such a rush to sit there and open those and try to pull a Jordan. I've ripped like 84 Donruss. We've ripped some 11 tops update hanger boxes, you know, for
Yeah.
trying to chase a trout and things like that. But if we're talking anything anywhere, those would probably be the two big ones. And it's crazy, even when you rip something not as huge as that. I mean, you're just when we were ripping the 11 update stuff. I mean, it was every card. It was like, okay, what's under this one? What's under this one? And it's a lot of fun. And you know, that's the good thing about breaks is that we can all share the risk and the burden together and spread it out across 30 spots or whatever. Versus
Absolutely.
if I sat here and ripped a box myself and went, oh boy, you know, nothing to show for it.
Oh, absolutely. Well, you're kind of one of the guys that I would look at as a dude who's doing the hobby business the right way. But that was just recent, where you kind of moved full time into the hobby as your business, your means to income. What would you say has been kind of the biggest change for you personally, moving from kind of personally collecting to part time collecting, breaking to now full time business hobby?
You know, I thought that I would pick up so much more time and hours and availability after I got rid of, you know, my management job where, you know, with my commute and everything, easily 50 hours a week.
Hmm.
Um, I haven't quite cracked the code what to do with my daytime hours. And I've even considered breaking during the day and things like that.
Yeah.
But it's been uh it's been interesting because it wasn't what I expected. And you know, I had almost 21 or almost 22 years in factory management job for Michelin, and they were great. I mean, loved them to death, and I would go back in a heartbeat if I needed to. But picking up all these hours in the daytime, you know, I'm sitting here trying to hustle and grind and do my thing, and then I think I'm like, crap, you know, it's 9 a.m. Some of these guys might not even be up yet or settled in at their office and things like that.
Yeah.
So it's really the biggest challenge has been trying to manage that time. And then also my family would probably tell you too, um, clocking out and pulling away where,
Yeah.
and I've talked to other, you know, self-employed people and stuff, especially when you work from home. I mean, everything's right here. Yeah, I can literally work from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. if I'm not careful.
Yep.
So trying not to get burnt out, get out of the house, things like that. Eh, I'm not there yet. I get mad at myself on certain days where I'm like, you know, what did I really get done today?
Mm.
But it is cool. I mean, I can go have a beer for lunch anytime I want. I can leave, you know, take a little offsite to the casino or whatever the heck we want to do. But a lot
Yeah.
of times there's so much to do. And, you know, before I know it, it's time to set up for breaks and whatnot. But it's a crazy, it's been 5 months and it's been incredible. And I'm just looking for more things and more people
Yeah.
and more stuff to do and just build this brand and build the community. And I found I've had a little bit more time to go the next step and hey, what do you do? What are you involved in? What are your interests?
Yeah.
And really try to improve some of that engagement. So so far it's been a good decision. So
Yeah. Well, I, I, I was ready for you to do it way before you did it, man. And I
I
think
was
we
right
all
for a
did.
while, but I had to convince the
I
boss.
got you. Yeah, no, man, yeah. We all got higher beings that kind of control the decisions we make. So,
Yeah,
um,
yeah.
all right, man. I got one more question because I know that I've seen it on Twitter. I've seen you active in it, and that is the Sloth NFT game. Can you just give me like a 30-second, 1 minute kind of what the heck is it and why it's so it just draws me in? Why? I'm trying to figure out why.
All right. So it's an NFT. It's sloths,
Mhm.
and you can mint your own. It's sloths.io, SLOTHZ. But I was looking for other things, and I saw this around, my Twitter timeline, and I'm like, okay, what is it? And then I found the Sloths group, and it turned out that a couple of guys in their team had been in my breaks before.
Oh
So I
wow.
got to talk, and I said, hey, we're going to give you a free one. And I was the same person that everybody else is now a couple months ago, where I was like, what is this? And then I got it, and I got another one, and I joined their Discord, and I got into community. And it's so crazy because everything we say about our community, how great it is. And then, it's like the Wizard of Oz. You open the door and here's this whole other world. And some of these NFT communities are great too. And you bring that together. And I've gotten my hobby friends in NFTs, and I've gotten NFT people into sports cards and breaks and stuff. And I'm so excited about it. And I've got like 200 of them. And I'm in the one, the Knights that Blake's in, and some other things. And we got AJ Dillon in, Phil Hughes has a
Yep.
sloth, and Blake Jameson's got one. And I know there's still people out there that, I'm so sick of hearing about this. That was me too. And then I checked it out, and so many cool things. And they've sponsored a ton of breaks, and it feeds that desire I have to meet new people and engage and
Yeah.
find new communities and build and grow and network together. And it's minted slower than some of the other big ones with deep pockets and all the hype and the flash and the celebrities behind it and stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm really enjoying it. And the message to the people that may be turned off by it is just check it out. And it's no different than, hey, here's how you collect. That's not for me, but cool,
Yep.
that's your thing. I'm
Absolutely.
still a card collector. I'm still, nothing has changed. I just found, be no different than you collect cards all day, and you had a model train set, down in the
Absolutely.
basement or whatever. And
Absolutely.
there is a little bit of risk, I'll tell you, but it's no riskier than, hey, I'm going to buy a couple PSA 10s of, this guy, I think he'll be the starter next year. And then,
Absolutely.
they signed a free agent. There is risk, but I'm 24/7. If anybody has a question, hit me up, because I'm excited about it. I love it. I mean, collecting cards is here, and I mean, it's right in here somewhere where
Yeah.
it feeds all of those buttons for me, the community and everything else. And you tell how excited I get about it. And
I
I'm
mean,
sure people have been, oh, this is stupid. You know what? There's people that think, how many times you go to work and talk about cards, and a guy, gives you that look where,
oh, yeah.
yeah, it's the same thing. So it's all perspective. And I
Yeah.
appreciate the question, though.
Yeah, and I mean anything I can see the passion that's already there, man, and anything that, can bring about passion in someone, like who are we to say that it's not the thing, I mean, people are passionate about cards, people are passionate about NFTs, they're passionate about sloths. So, I mean, find your passions and run with it. So,
Well, and I'll tell you too, it's helped me out because everybody says, "Oh, it's slowing down. Breaks are slowing down. Things are slowing down. What's going on with the hobby and the market and whatnot?" And at the same time, you know, it really didn't phase me or bother me too much, because we got into soccer, we started ripping Formula One,
yeah.
and our hockey crew is pretty solid in our Discord and things like that. And then this came about too, and I started doing breaks for these guys, and it's made this great big ecosystem hobby experience
Yeah.
that I feed off of. And I just wish people could see it from my point of view, and just expand that vision that you've got on, and not just cards, just people and life and
Yeah.
community. And I use that word all the time, but
Hmm.
I mean, it's really what drives me, our brand, our Discord group, our Twitter followers, our friends. and you know how it is. When it comes down to it, that's so much more important than,
Absolutely.
hey, what's this PSA 10 worth?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I love it, man. Well, that's all I got. We got a high five at the end of the high five. I appreciate you so much joining. You can check out Ben at Midwest Box Break on Twitter. Also, MidwestBoxBreaks.com. Can also follow me if you're bored at Mr. Caleb. Man, Ben, thank you so much for joining. Reminder, be the good in the world. Just like this dude is running the cards to the sloths. Man, be the good. Appreciate y'all tuning in, and we'll see y'all next time.
This is a demo sound of freeintromusic.com.